Trauma in life. Into each life some rain will fall. No one will escape this life without a number of problems coming his way. Sometimes the problems can be quite serious and cause trauma. Trials and trauma are common in every person's life. No one is immune from such events and circumstances which can cause havoc in life. Traumatic events can change the course of one's life. The loss of a family member or close friend can cause trauma. Suffering a severe setback in the financial realm creates huge problems. The breakup of a relationship or another type of painful experience may be a very difficult thing with which to cope. Living in a poor neighborhood in a life of poverty can cause untold stress and hardship. Trauma can come in many forms including physical, emotional, spiritual, financial, and almost any type of problem imaginable. Looking at trauma as a positive event may not seem logical or possible. However, trauma is something from which you can survive. Sometimes people come out better in the end for having conquered the trauma. You can overcome the issue. You may discover in the process that you have a great capacity to fight adversity and achieve success. You may find that you have a great potential which was lacking previously. People can overcome trauma to become better people and live an abundant life. You can end up a stronger person. Enduring trials and persevering in the face of adversity and trauma may be difficult, but it can be done. It may require a change of attitude. Having a positive attitude will be helpful. Negativity will pull a person down. Believing in oneself and realizing the capability within you is beneficial. You are in control, and you can find solutions. You may need to look long and hard for suitable solutions, which might include asking people for support. Trust in the caring people around you, friends, family, or professionals. Sometimes when we see someone else facing trauma, we can only be thankful that it is not us. We would not want such a horrible thing to happen to us or our loved ones. If someone you know is facing extreme trauma, it may be time to reach out and offer assistance. A major traumatic event happened to American citizens and immigrants of Japanese heritage after the start of World War II. Because the United States was at war with Japan, people of Japanese descent were immediately looked upon as enemies and potential spies. Even though most of them were citizens born in the United States of America, 120,000 people living on the west coast of the continental United States were forcibly removed from their homes. They were taken to temporary assembly centers, which were generally horse tracks or fairgrounds, where they lived in horse stalls until the camps were completed in remote and desolate regions of the country. These people faced major trauma from being uprooted from their homes and losing their earthly possessions. It was a racist act which caused huge emotional problems for those incarcerated. Although they faced this horrible trauma, most of the people persevered. They did what they could to make the best of a terrible situation. Some people suffered and never recovered from the trauma. Others were able to come back from the trauma and eventually live productive lives. They had to have hope and faith that their lot in life would get better. They had to persevere, and most did survive the ordeal. They want to make sure that no one else will have to face the same trauma as this injustice caused. American citizens and immigrants of Japanese descent faced huge problems in World War II. Their story is not that well known.